Thank you. Okay, have a good one, guys. So much. Trees are so beautiful. Look at that. There's a big one. Is that a dog? That's the wood. It's creaky. I thought it was a dog, and then something was creaking like the wood. Cold. So it's about 500 feet to the other side. I guess I'll walk down to the school and back. Wow. Really no cars on the road. The mayor said not to go out because there's a blizzard. Sad for the homeless. A few cars on the road. Very few as I cross Stillwell here. Not going that far, but I gotta get my 2,000 steps. I'll go home, take a hot shower, have some tea. The Laundromat's closed, deli closed early. That's something. Wow. So I'm just gonna walk down to work and come back. It's very little visibility. I can see about 2 blocks. I can see the lights down to 86, so that's about 6 blocks. But I can't see McDonald's or the signs. I don't know if they're open or closed. Most place is shut down. The snow's heavy, so it looks so beautiful in these trees and bushes. And it's really starting to pile up already. But it's a light, constant snow. So it's not that windy. It's a little cold. Here comes the salting truck. 7 minutes and 30 seconds into my walk. So it's about 700 feet, I guess. Maybe 800. It's nice. It's about 3 to 6 inches on the ground now. And it's packed because people have already walked this path. So there's no ice yet. So it's a soft walk. So I head down. All these trees are so beautiful. This row of trees. Enjoy. So nice. So I'm gonna go down to the church, the rectory. I'm gonna go to the church steps and come back. And that'll be my 10,000 for the day. Wow. Alright, wow, so nice. There's people playing in the snow in the corner. Oh shit, fire department. Something a little more serious is going on. I hope it's not a fire. Ladder 168. Hola. Buenas noches. Wow. Alright, I guess I'll just keep going. Right here at the corner. Hands frozen. Put my glove on. This is the new construction. At first I thought it was a medical building, but they have these nice terraces, like it's private residences, condos. There were some scooters and mopeds and lights on the bottom floor here in the back. So I don't know if that's a worker or a security guard who's posted for a 24-hour watch. But it's fun when they were constructing it because there's the big alley in the back. I thought they were going to build like a garage, like a step down, like garage underneath the building or something. But it's just an alley. So I used to ride it to school as a shortcut. One day it rained and then iced over overnight, so everything was black ice. So I was riding to school and I slammed pretty hard on the ice in the back, but now they put fences up for privacy partitions. But if it's 3 houses, it really doesn't make sense because they're adjacent. So if you have a key, you can go to your neighbor's backyard. It really doesn't make sense. Hey, someone's making a snowman. Hey, it looks good. Okay, have a good night. That's Danya. Minutes. So, wow, there's a lot more snow on the ground here. It's about 6 inches. I think it's the wind that comes off the roofs. So it piles up right here at your feet. As you can see here, it comes off the roofs and then comes to the sidewalk area. I think it's just the wind channel. These pines look so beautiful at the rectory. This is the church school where I work. So it's good. Our iron fence around is all covered in snow. Someone's having a fun ride. The neighborhood. So 12 minutes and 38 seconds. I figure I'm over 1,000 steps. Rectory lights on. These trees blossom really nicely in the spring. These cherry blossoms are gorgeous. And there's the rectory. And we go through the parking lot to the church steps and walk home. So the back of the church here, this is one of the few churches in New York that's in a circle. And this is where I teach. My classroom is on the top floor of the school on the right. And the church is closed. There's a statue with children in respects to their mom here, St. Mary's. And the stained glass windows are quite wonderful. The snow is deep here. Again, the wind is blowing into the sidewalk. This is the flag, and this is the Madonna statue. A lot of flowers are left here. There's a lot of service workers, and this is the memorial for soldiers who have served. There's a large community of service workers and soldiers that were families at this church. My dad was in the U.S. Navy, and he had friends for life from his tours around the world. So my classroom's up there on the top floor. All the lights are off. Someone rolled a shopping cart in. It's the back of the chapel. And it's going to be a snow day tomorrow. So look at the gym and the classrooms and the teacher's lounge. But this is the chapel, St. Mary's. And the windows, of course, have the different bay areas. And I didn't notice the crossing, the 14 stations of the cross. But they're usually hidden among the stained glass reliefs. And this is the Catholic school. My mother was Catholic and Methodist. But again, like my father, friendships from people all around the world. They certainly weren't religious fanatics, but mom and dad never spoke poorly of those who embraced religion. They could be skeptical, but they maintained friendships, and they had a lot of academic friends. Trees are really beautiful here. Dad was a lawyer after the Navy, and mom was had 2 master's degrees. Anyway, hope you're all well. Hope my family's well. Hope your friends are well. My friends are well. This is the back side of the church and school. And now, some people shoveled this block, which is nice. I'm going to make my walk back up the hill home. Have to be careful with the roots here of the trees, I think, but it's usually a very peaceful walk. And the nursery here. It has funding from the city. They have traditional kit banners you can put up outside the school. packages apparently. So if you're $50,000 or $100,000, you can set up your own after school space. If you pass all the tests, you can have your own place, like your own nursery or daycare or tutoring house. You can also buy educational packages that help with homework or sequencing or getting through the various grade level educational goals. They're called indicators or standards for that grade level as your child or adolescent development. And it is kind of hierarchical, but you know, there's multiple intelligences, and often we use outside vendors or the new adaptive practice programs like iReady or Khan Academy that are the other private vendors, because they are a good supplement to. There's more than one way to learn, especially at a church school where there's like lots of languages spoken. You have to be aware that they're very intelligent children that just don't speak a lick of English. And you have to not let them fall into the trap of using ChatGPT to translate. And it can be extremely frustrating learning English if you're from Europe or South America. And then they're dealing with immigration issues and the family's stressed about ICE or just being a new American immigrant. But that's what's so wonderful about being an American. You know, it's the diversity, right? But just being here my second year, I'm thankful for the work, and when I get home after a quick shower, I'm gonna keep working on my lesson plans tonight for a few more hours. It's almost 11 o'clock, I think. In 19 minutes, I have my 10,000 steps. I'm sure of it. I can feel it. And if you don't do this for yourself, any type of exercise, feel like a sedentary job, I do recommend walking in a marathon. I'm going to finish 5 marathons, but as I neglected myself, because I had all this math work to do and coding work the last 10 years, you become borderline diabetic as you get older. The walks have really improved my daily energy. Yeah, I'm blessed to be able to do this. Yeah, so I'm back above 10,000 again for the year average. I was sick a little bit in January, but should be good. On Tuesday, I guess I'll probably walk to school. Roads clear up by Tuesday, I'll try and go to the YMCA. Say night. I have another job interview on Wednesday. I hope I get this. Going uphill, it's a little bit slippery underfoot, a little bit. Nothing's iced over yet. It's all like nice powdered snow walk. Being the fresh first day of the snow. You hear it crunching. So when I approach my house, I guess just for privacy reasons, I'm gonna shut off at the corner. I'll do the last 360 before I make my other turns and walk back to my house. But here we go. Unless it's still well. It'd be nice if I had money. I'm still living month to month, but if I were rich, to be able to get a house down here. They're not that expensive. You can get a nice sized house for yourself and for a wife and kids. $500,000 down here. Said, a nice house. When with even a modest pension, you could do the maintenance and get food and stuff. Careful with your money. It's under, some salt truck. 43 minutes. Ah, yes. Alright, easy walk. I remember I did the Ted Corbett 15K. The snow was everywhere. The roads were icy. That was a crazy run in Central Park. But I haven't been out for a long walk or jog in the snow, and since then, that was like almost 20 years ago. 15 years ago. Another salt truck. It's garbage. And almost home. It's a little icy here. Slushy. Just a few blocks. It's 24-hour deli. It's still well. Yes. You know. Keep forgetting about these cities that have these sidewalks that have electrical panels that will melt the snow from walking and right away, and then the rainwater activates certain circuits so that it turns on, and then they use the gravity of the melted water to further melt the snow, and then they can collect the water. I'm gonna look that up. I think it's in Europe. In Asia now, but yeah, when it rains or snows, it not only collects the rainwater for reservoirs and for water cleaning, but also it turns on these panels under the asphalt that melt the snow. In some small communities, you can buy it. So when they pave your road, they put down this metal mesh, and then with the flick of a switch, like on the corner, it will. You turn it on for like 2 hours. It'll melt the snow or melt any ice. And then the road's clear. And those are cool too. But they're literally like 2 to 3 inches underneath the asphalt. And then regular driving doesn't ruin the wires or whatever because they're high tech. But you heat the road from generator switch. That's different though. The ones that are cooler are the ones that use gravity and melt the snow and then collect the water. stuff like that. That guy's door dashing, holy moly. I guess they can make big money. Who's open 24 hours that's doing DoorDash right now? All right, I'm almost home. All right, it's really nice walking on this snow because it's about 6 to 8 inches packed. And again, these trees look so like out of a Andrew Wyatt. They look so lovely. It's so cool when snow piles on tree branches like this. All right, I'm gonna do a 360 on the corner and walk home. So, look at construction. Walk by this old tree. These fences, all the snow piled up on top. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm going to do a 360 at the corner. It's an amazing house here in the corner. They changed their door for the seasonal calendar holidays. Like, it's Valentine's Day now, they just have green butterflies for St. Patty's this year. It's reeds. But every month they spend a few $100 and redo their garden, and they have like a professional landscaper that does monthly trimmings and adds things to their perimeter. Anyway, that's it for me. And look, they set up a stand there. Snow's on my lens. So last 360, I'm gonna call it a night at 29 minutes. Wow, look at the snow in the car. I guess there's about 6 to 8 inches down. If you look to the south. Look to the south, the snow's starting to come down harder. Beautiful houses. There's also more to the north, the west. Alright, that's it. Alright. Stay safe. It's the second big New York snowstorm on Sunday night, 2026. Good night. Thank you.